Hello, everyone. Oh, hello. Hello, Anya. Hello, Chess. I don't know what made you think I'm getting married or something. That I've never said anything about relationships or whatever. What? You guys have some like wild theories about me. I would prefer if no one assumed stuff about me, and what I've told you guys is what I've like am open to share and stuff like that. So, um, no, I'm not getting married. Okay, so let's just get down through this. I've actually been the last few weeks I've been like I've actually been like dreading to do my tarot card readings. Not because I don't like them. Hello, sis pal. Um, I've been like dreading to do. Why is my Pokemon sleep keep erroring? I swear to God. I've been kind of dreading to do any sort of tarot readings on the weekly basis because it feels like I've just been really not doing a good job on the readings, like the best I can. Not only for myself, but for like those who are getting readings as well. I feel a little like I don't know, like upset, unfortunate that I can't keep up with weekly readings. So I wanted to move forward to doing monthly readings, and then possibly in like the middle of the week we do a like a community reading for like just a more like general reading only for other people, and probably possibly even like longer readings for people too, if that might be of interest for anyone of that sort of occasion. There'll be a little bit of switching to be done. If monthly readings are okay and the midweek community readings don't go so hot, I can just drop the midweeks and just stick with monthlies. You thought they were fine personally, but I just don't think personally, like I don't think my readings have been up to snuff as of late. So what I can do is probably be more like, I'm more interested to do like the drawing a card for people during the weeklies, but not doing weekly readings. It's just to me it felt like there's just like I got almost over reliant on the cards to recognize like, oh, what is supposed to happen, and I got really stressed out, and I guess that's kind of what made me in a way dread like future readings. But I did personally want to know your guys' thoughts on this. It's also why some days I just didn't, some like weeks when I started, I just didn't do the readings. So I got kind of like freaked. I also wanted to work on like I also wanted to bring up, what was it? So let's see. So there'll be once a month reading and then a once a week midweek reading. So like at the beginning of the month, I'll be doing a full month reading. These will be a lot longer. Like even though there's still 3 cards reading, I feel like Having everything two back to back makes it really stressful for me to recognize. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, right? Like, there's not really a benchmark given for like per reading, but for me, I want how I feel when I was reading, not that they were poor or not that they were bad, but it felt like I was doing a poor job at it. Like, so some people probably would be like, oh, it seemed fine to me, but like for me personally, I was like, well, I'm not feeling like I did a good job. And I know for some of you folks here, you're probably like, oh, well, they were fine. And I was just like, oh, I don't know, you know, I don't know. What would be considered like my ideal reading? Being able to be like in tune with how the like hmm, like how ahead um like being in tune with the cards and how I can read them properly. I think the other part is because when I'm doing community readings for people, I feel I don't not trying to be parasocial or anything because these things are quite personal, but I always felt like I'm not doing a good reading for you guys either, since I get like really tired after doing the weekly reading. That's just like how I feel. I want it to be more in depth about things. I feel like a week is not a lot of time to take in like what the cards might be saying, and sometimes, you know, it just rushes. I felt like going through the cards weekly felt really rushed, and that's like part of my like core feelings on it as well. um But yeah, if you guys still like the weekly readings, I can just set like, you know, like, oh, you know, we'll just do a community reading every week instead. I actually like that. I really enjoy doing the community readings a lot more. I like reading for people. I like talking through what may be going on, and I wanted to like um I like trying to help, like just use that as a guide, even if I don't know, you know, the full info on like what's going on, because that's not my job, you know. Um the way I could word things could be like neat, could be gentle, but I hope like the way the cards can be helpful um is more like for the person versus for myself, you know? Oh, you like listening to other people's readings than your own because you tend to read too much into it. Oh, honestly, I don't see that as a bad thing when it does come to readings. It does make sense when you're just like, oh my god, like where am I doing wrong or something. But like I said, the readings themselves are just like you can take it or leave it how you feel for what it gives. So yeah, I will actually leave up a poll. Let me see if I can do that. So if you guys, I think I will for sure stick with monthly readings. Yeah. So I was thinking for midweek, for like the other weeks of the month, they'll be for personal readings only, and it'll happen like at the same time as this. I don't know how you guys feel about that though, so I would like to know your thoughts on that. Possible. let's see, like the midweek reading for March would be like March 16th. Or like maybe once a month, end of the month, you know? There will be personal readings during the monthly readings too, so I don't want you guys to think that that's gonna be gone. Oh my god, yes, sorry. Once a week, once a month, mid-month. Oh my god, thank you, Chess. Sorry, I was like writing all this down, and I was like freaking out. Alright, there, I set up a poll. I apologize. Trying to say all of this really like kind of stressed me out in the first place. Because I felt like I was kind of letting you guys down on doing this, but it was something I personally really wanted to do ever since I started streaming as well. But I've been kind of recognized. Sorry if I sound like I'm about to cry, because I do feel like I'm giving up on something I have a passion for, but I'm not, and I know that I'm not. But kind of the follow up with that was that I think some people may have recognized the cop-out answer, because I should do how I'm feeling comfortable with. Yeah, that's kind of just always been my go-to when it comes to streaming in general, which is like I want to do what I feel like doing, but now that I actually do, I do have a small, like, even if it's small, I do have a community, and I don't want to I don't want to lose them. Sorry. I really appreciate you guys all being here. I'm so nervous for like major changes, because it's like I'm a person of consistency. So when the consistency is not there for me, I get really like, if the stability is not there, I get really stressed out. So I feel bad to make what I would say is quite a major change. So I'd feel like bad if people were like, I want a reading, please, and I'm not there, and it's probably something they're stressed about. But at that point, I almost feel like I'm not able to be that kind of person for them, you know? I'm like, I kind of constantly kind of go over and over again. I'm not a therapist. I'm not like I'm fine with like helping, but I'm not like someone I want you guys to look up to or like reach out for help, because I don't see myself as a person who has energy to constantly do it. This is also following up to my next point, where I think while my schedules do look consistent, I feel like I've been having a lot of inconsistency because of my health. I don't do well when there's drastic environmental changes. I know this sounds really weird, but like, you know, like temperature changes, or like wind, or like pressure from like air. This is something I've had a consistent issue for myself, like ever since I've been alive. So So this is something I did want to bring up. It's like it sounds like excuses or whatever, but it's also the reason why I did want to do the changes to the readings. Um, outside of the fact that I do all, oops, I wanted to do like, you know, play more and different games. Um, but also just kind of like be able to give myself more like rest, like able to relax, no need to just like after work I go straight into streaming, or I just wake up and I go straight to streaming. Not that I it's not that I don't like it. I really enjoy streaming, but I realize it's also putting a lot of pressure and like what is it? I guess that's what it is. It just feels like I'm putting a lot of pressure upon myself to do all these things. So that's on me, and I wanted to work on that. So because on top of my health being been on quite the low for the past month. So that is also why I did bring up with schedule updates on Discord. So if you guys did want to, you guys could join the Discord. But you know, I do just when I stream, I just do announce it on social media, and you'll see me stream here if you already follow me and have your notifications on. But all the same, I don't mind whether or not you guys are here or there, or like you guys have your own things to do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Again, really sorry about all of this. I'm not trying to make this scary or anything, but I feel a little nervous just bringing this all up. So again, I do really apologize with probably how I sound. Probably like making this change feels really major for me. So I'm like, I'm like scared. I'm like stressed. Oh, thank you, Anya. Yeah, okay. I just get really stressed out because I have like things I want to do and things I plan out, and then I feel almost like terrible that I can't even keep up with something as small as, like, I don't know, tarot readings for people. You're here for the vibes. On top of that, because of my health and with work, I am getting work burnout. So I did want to take more breaks, and unfortunately that might even mean having like less streams, or even having way more streams. And that is why there's gonna be a lot of very likely a lot of schedule updates, and I do apologize if some of these schedule updates are not gonna be available for everyone like to be able to watch, because we're all on different time zones. When's the last time I'm having a vacation? Very good question. 2 years ago? 2 years ago? 2 years ago, right? Yeah. And by vacation, I mean like I'm gone, I'm not streaming, and I'm not working. That's what a vacation is for me. Yeah, well, unfortunately, work will not give that to me. Work said no. Work said, do not do this right now, and I'm like, okay, understandable. It's fine. I do like my work, but we are my work right now. We are kind of picking up at a very busy time. Spring and summer, and like spring is definitely the busiest month. But okay, outside of that, what was I saying? Yeah, because of my stress level, my burnout, and my health, I will stick with like collab streams to be there constantly. I'm very also likely keeping my Umineko streams around. There might be a week or two I just take a break from it just so I don't personally get burnt out from the story. I'm really enjoying it, but like a lot of people have mentioned to me like, hey, like you're kind of getting through it fast. And in my mind, I was like, am I? Because I'm only reading it once a week. And there are times where I'm just like, oh my god, I could be reading right now, but I give myself the time like away from it just so I can like think up stupid theories. No, Umineko is still happening. Umineko is still on the table. I'm just saying that there might be like a week or two that I just like take a break from it and then get back into it because I'm very interested to continue. Hi Baya, welcome. Welcome. So yeah, my collab streams will continue on. So for sure on like Tuesdays with Felly will be Hi-Fi Rush. We are almost done with that game, but I promise to keep up with that. Oh my god, okay, I'm kind of having a headache because I've used so much oxygen. Hold on. Okay, sorry, again, one of those things with my health. What was I going on about? I like literally blanked out. Yeah, okay, so Tuesdays with Felly, Thursdays with Maiko with Apollo Justice, Umineko Wednesdays or even Umineko Thursdays. Those two could probably happen. I even thought about what was I? Oh my god, so sorry. Oxygen is not getting to my brain, so I can't even think. They definitely take time and enjoy the story, although I admit I rushed through it for a big while in the first half, getting someone burnt out towards chapter 6. I think I'll be fine with how I'm reading it. I'm doing really well. Yeah, right? I need to breathe. I'm like, I just started rambling and I was just like, I like completely lost it. So yeah, like, for those, just because I brought it up, that does not mean I'm gonna drop Umineko or whatever. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's probably like it's like my highlight every week. I'm like, oh my god, Umineko Wednesdays, you know, something like that. So I'm having a good time. I'm having a great time with it. But yeah, like some of the other things might shift, some other things might just disappear. I will try to stick with like a consistent schedules for like my earlier streams. Yeah, read between the lines, chat. She said she hates Umineko, okay? Get it right. Yeah, okay, so for future streams, there's probably gonna be less and there's probably gonna be more. It sounds really weird. I just really have to know how I'm feeling on that day because of just like mentally or physically, like just what I just gotta feel. But again, I am gonna try to stay consistent on certain things. So like, the week there will probably be for sure one stream it'll be one stream oh, a day. My god, so sorry. I'm okay. Oh yeah, you're fine. I think the only reason some people think you're reading too fast is because you're not reading it out loud or have the voice version. I am a fast read. Ouch! Oh my god, why did I just like stab myself with my nail? Okay, I totally agree on that sentiment. I do also agree that I am a fast reader because like when I read, I do really read fast. But I do take everything in, and I do also, obviously, from those who do watch my streams, I do interact with the media and like chat about what's going on. Y'all like I was talking to my friends over the weekend about how episode 2 went and how I really liked it. I basically teared up, and I'm very excited for episode 3, especially after the tea party. But yeah, anyways, I don't hate Umineko. It's just that there might be some days where I like a week where I just like need a break, but maybe having days in between like already is my break. I don't know. Okay, like right now, I don't know where things will be heading. I will not be on vacation anytime soon. I might just have days I don't stream because of my mental and physical health. I might even have more streams because of my mental and physical health. So I just want to say I feel really bad. I will not have a truly fixed and consistent schedule until I don't know. Like that might just be the thing. Like I just feel very I just feel like there's a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. So that is my announcement. I considered it small or medium. I'm not graduating if that's what y'all are came up to expect. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh my god, they're making an announcement. It's just like, hi guys, I'm just not having a good time. That's all. I'm old. I have graduated. I've graduated school. Very long time. No, I'm not getting married either. No. None of that is happening. I am an old lady. I am a, what is it? No education, no, what's the others? No training, no employment. Well, actually, okay, I'm a net. I'm a net, but like, it's taking a toll on me is all I'm saying. And streaming could be a make or break for how the weeks go, and I don't know every single thing that's gonna happen with myself and with like how I'm feeling until the day of sometimes. So that's all I like wanted to like put out there. Again, I do apologize if you're like very excited and looking forward to weekly readings and stuff like that. I just need to see what works better or what works best for me at the end of the day. Um, that is like my main thing. Okay, I am so sorry for taking up 30 minutes of the actual reading. So let's get into that. So I did want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for giving your thoughts. Thank you for also fixing up whatever the fuck I was saying, because I kept saying midweek instead of mid-month. And I even wrote down what I wanted to say, and I wrote midweek, so I screwed up even in my thingy, in my notes, that like I messed up. Sorry, so that's on me. Okay. All right, let's get started here, shall we? I will be still doing bi-monthly readings now that you guys have mentioned that you guys are, no matter how I read it, people are gonna always have something to say about it. I'm still like on my theory, like I'm on my high horse that Kinzo is Chinese. Okay, this is even before that people are on their Chinese time of their life. You know, Kinzo at 1989 or whatever was having a wonderful Chinese time because he is Chinese. All right, but okay, bi-week isn't bi-weekly and bi-monthly can just get like confusing with that. Oh yeah, okay, whatever. Twice a month, I'm gonna be doing tarot readings for y'all. Once a month, we're gonna have our monthly reading. So, we're gonna stick with that. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm getting a fucking headache again because I just get stressed out and then I talk too much and then oxygen disappears out of my brain. Sorry. I came in for a cozy stream, but I'm happy you can talk about this. Hope you take good care of yourself. Thank you. Yes, this will still be a cozy stream. I just wanted to make this announcement so that people aren't just suddenly being like, hey, what happened? And I'm just like, what? I'm just making changes, man. I'm just making changes. That's why I highly suggest, if possible, to join the Discord server. You guys don't have to talk in it. You guys can mute it. You guys can mute it. I don't care like how you guys interact with my Discord. It's just very easy and quick for me to make schedule changes or update you guys when I go live, things like that. If you guys don't want to, that's like super fine. Just know that like if I stream, suddenly I'm streaming cause yeah. Oh, thank you. You know, I'm really appreciative that you guys like are all here and listening and being so kind with my situation. I get really stressed out that I'm like not doing enough and stuff like that. Okay. Sorry. Let's go talk about reading spreads now. Okay. So we're still gonna be doing 3-card spreads. No biggie. I feel like it's a biggie. Okay, so that's the problem here. I feel like I'm messing up somewhere, but if you guys don't think I am, then that's cool. All right. All right. Let's begin. So again, okay, 40 minutes of your time. So sorry. Okay, let's start. Okay, I'm taking deep breath. Okay. Thank you. Again, thank you for listening. Thank you for giving your guys' thoughts and opinions, and also being able to work around. I know a lot of people are just gonna be like, just do what you want to do. I I know, I I do, but at the same time, because um, I feel like right now I have made a community that are here for things that I do. I want to make sure that you guys are okay with it as well. All right, reading starts now. So we're still going to be doing a 3-card spread. There will be three things we're going to be looking for. And instead of going from like the middle and then whichever way I went before, we're just going to go straight from left to right on the readings here. So for future reading spreads, we're going to go with a theme. Also, I'm so sorry if I was mumbling all that information. I was so nervous. I think you guys already knew that I'm like, haha, no problem. I'm like stressed. I'm like sweating. Okay, sorry. Theme challenge is our second card. Like what may be like something we need to overcome. And the third one is advice. I also put action in case it is an action card, but like advice kind of works both ways. So theming, our first card theming is like, what is the energy that we'll be receiving for this month ahead of us? The challenges is what we might need to overcome or what's like gonna be in our way. And advice or action is the steps to handle what's ahead of us in this month. Yeah, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed just talking about this. Okay. So yeah, let's see what the cards will give to us. At the end of the monthly reading, I will be doing readings for everyone, so don't worry. I'm also going to be changing my YouTube thumbnail to be monthly readings instead of weeklies, and also make a new post. Okay, sorry. I feel like I'm going insane. I'm so sorry. It's because I've just like info dumped so many things. All right. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords reversed, actually. So this will be our theme of the month. Let me write this down. Sorry, out of context information, but I've been trying to look for an Ogre plushie, and it is so hard because everyone's scalping that shit so hard, and I'm so sad because I wish she wasn't like $80. Anyways, so the theming is 3 of Swords reversed. And that means negative self-talk, releasing pain, optimism, and forgiveness. That's actually really nice, especially what I just went through. And I have a friend who I had to talk to over the weekend, and they were going through a really tough time. So hopefully, if they are watching any of my streams and they run into this right now, I hope this helps them. So to recognize that like maybe everyone's kind of going through something similar, and if not, you know, like that's okay. You are being seen, perhaps. So when it's upright, as you can see, if it was upright, it means like there's like heartbreak, emotional pain, sorrow, grief that's happening. Whereas when it's on the flip side, plushie of the Uma Musume, yeah. So like originally it's like 20 something, and then it went up to like 40 something. I was like okay with paying double, but now it's like $80. So that's like 4 times the amount of price on it. And I'm like, no, that's I've just accepted. I'm not getting an Oguri. I'm not getting Oguri crap plush anytime soon. Alright, the Three of Swords reverse encourages you to pay attention to your inner thoughts and self-talk. Your words are powerful, especially those you repeat to yourself day after day. You may be prone to self-criticism and negative self-talk. You may be identifying with an inner mean person who's constantly telling you why you're not good enough. And when you hear these negative thoughts, ask yourself whether you would ever utter these words to a friend or loved one. If the answer is a hell no, then why are you speaking those words to yourself? Look at how you can shift your thoughts towards the positive to reinforce your confidence. You have what it takes to be the person you deserve to be. You may also be hypersensitive to others' words and need to develop a thicker skin. Let go of the hurt that these words were causing you and do some self-reflection. Those words will only hold you back. What has triggered those feelings and why, and how might you address those underlying issues? For example, if you're upset that a friend accused you of being selfish, look within yourself to see where you may be acting selfishly. If this behavior is no longer serving you, then let it go. The Three of Swords reverse can also indicate that you have recently gone through a difficult path in which a relationship has ended or been challenged, a loved one has passed, or you're hurt by a situation that affected you deeply. The reversal of this card, thankfully, suggests that this time has now passed and you're on a path of recovery. Realizing that every cloud comes a silver lining and you have other things in your life which brings you joy. On the flip side, the reverse Three of Swords might point out that you're finding it very hard to move on from a recent loss or heartbreak. This card reveals that you still suffer from an earlier loss and you need to go through an emotional purging to free yourself from your past. You're doing your best to leave this behind and make a new life, but still have a long journey ahead. Be careful that you're not stuck in the moment of grief and instead focus on embracing new opportunities. Learn to accept your circumstances so that the healing process will not be blocked. Allow yourself to experience the pain, give yourself the right to grief, and release that heartache. When you see the reverse Three of Swords, ask yourself, in what ways am I suffering? What am I the most sorrowful about? And what can I do to release this pain and learn from it? If you are experiencing challenges in relationships, the reverse Three of Swords serves as a reminder to be a peacemaker. Always think before you speak, never be afraid to say that you are sorry. So, let's see. What I got from this reading is the theming is to have like more like self-confidence, be less hypersensitive, you know? Or be less self-critical. Letting go of pain. Let's see, it's like healing. Healing. Uh, what's the word? Like internal thoughts, internal reevaluation. That's what I'm kind of going for. All right. Next will be our challenge. Oh shit. I wrote this incorrectly, okay. Nope, this better not be a long card because... Okay, that's cool. Magician. Reversed. That's cool. That's scary. I don't know what that means. Well, I do, actually. Magician reversed means like poor planning, untapped talents, feeling manipulative, or being manipulated even. Like, can go both ways. So like manipulation, wasted talents, illusion, deception. It sounds so stressful, but you know, as a challenge card, that's quite quite interesting. Because when you obtain the Magician Reverse, it means it's time for you to implement changes. Implement changes. When it's right side up, the Magician represents true power. The Reverse Magician is a master of illusion. You may be lured into it by the showmanship of his arts, but but behind that, there may be intention to manipulate for self-gain. Getting this card means that there's someone who's pretending to have your best interests at hand when the opposite is true. And this could also go both ways. You could be the magician who's also trying to manipulate someone else too. Consider whether this reversed magician is in your circle, or perhaps it might also represent your current state of emotions. It may mean you have become obsessed with power, and that may lead to wrong, reckless decisions that will lead to your eventual downfall. Not everything may be what it seems. Things might seem perfect, but it could just be a performance. Maybe you also have low confidence or a lack of willpower to manifest what you want. Are you really putting all your talents to use right now? Are there any skills that you're ignoring? There are likely a lot of opportunities for you to advance if you were to really use your true potential, but perhaps you're too afraid to make a move, as that could be risky. You need to take a closer look at what the real risks are and understand whether your fears are truly grounded in reality or whether they stem from a different source. This card can also indicate that people around you may not be completely honest. If your gut instinct is telling you this, trust it. Be wary about how much you share around those around you. The appearance of the reverse magician may be a sense of confusion or manipulation. You may feel uncertain or lack confidence in your connection, and possibly perceiving that things are not as they seemed. This card indicates they might be questioning your intent or feeling misled or leading to feelings of frustration or doubt. Reverse Magician reflects a struggle with self-doubt and a sense of powerlessness. You may feel disconnected from your own abilities and unsure of how to manifest what you truly desire. It's essential to recognize these feelings and reclaim your power by focusing on clarity and intentions in both yourself and your relationships. At this point, it's time to reassess how you approach your goals and intentions. Instead of trying to force outcomes, focus on clarity and authenticity in your actions. Consider simplifying your plans. Make them manageable rather than overwhelming yourself with grand ideas. Engage in self-reflection by journaling or meditating to uncover what truly drives you. Seek guidance from mentors or trusted friends who can provide fresh perspective, helping you realign with your true capabilities and taking meaningful action towards your aspirations. Okay, so challenges. This is such a good card for that, and I guess it kind of really aligns with me, especially with what I've talked about earlier. Sorry, I keep like leaning, so my YouTube studio keeps like not catching me. Yeah, so let's see. Challenges would be like implement changes. Challenged on finding or using your true potential. And guess like challenging how it's like, I think like lack of willpower or lack of confidence, something like that. All right, and then my advice card on all that is the Seven of Wands. How would we handle this month? And upright, this card means protectiveness, standing up for yourself, defending yourself, and protecting your territory. Wow, that's like that's like a straight up answer to like the challenges from the Magician's reversal. But that's so funny. Okay, so remember when you asked like how would you feel, like what makes an ideal reading is when like just like something like this. It's like when I could make a very confident connection and being able to not feel like my like what my connections are not clouded. So like previously, a lot of times when I was reading cards, it felt like I was like, I don't get why these would like go together, things like that. And maybe because I was too tired, or maybe they just did not work, or maybe just did not connect with like me as like the one reading it for you all. But like something like this, where it's like you have The theme is like being like critical or being like trying to like heal, like have process of healing or reevaluating my like morals or like what I want to do. The challenges of all that is implementing it or like finding out how to truly like manifest all that. And the advice that I'm getting that from the cards for the month is like being able to possibly like protect yourself, like it's kind of like everything I just spoke about way earlier, where it's like choose like what's best for like myself, standing up for what you think works best for yourself, things like that. Like if I need to take a break from streaming, I will. If I just want to do more streaming because I'm having a great time, then I'll do that too, you know? Alright, so upright, Seven of Wands. This card indicates struggles after initial fulfillment and satisfaction of end. The Seven of Wands is about the struggle that you need to go through to maintain your position rather than attain it. This is about the difficulties we face to continue to have that success. You should be ready for the competition to defend your title and to prove yourself. Others are going to desire the same results as you do, so you need to stay ahead of them. There will be challenges to the success of your project or venture from an outside source. You must remain dedicated to your desires, and with a clear purpose and effort, you will overcome them. Sorry, just writing down one last note here. Hold your ground. Defend myself. Protect yourself. I mean, that's such a broad thing. And just when I said this, like, you know, being able to like take care of myself is also a way of protecting myself. The overall meaning of Seven of Wands is to hold your ground no matter what is challenging you. There are setbacks during this time, but you need to keep fighting for your beliefs and confront those that may threaten or oppose you and your beliefs. Remember to set boundaries. Okay, wait, that's so real. So the advice is to set boundaries. Like even upon myself. It's like you gotta set boundaries for yourself. Even if it creates uncomfortable situations. You might have to like persevere through your challenges. When the Seven of Wands is upright, this card indicates that you're capable of solving the issues you're about to face. You must embrace your inner confidence and proceed without fear. Challenges either to you, your position, or to your morals can be particularly common. Fortunately, you have the strength to push past any fears or concerns and successfully stand up for both yourself and your beliefs. Sorry, writing right now. Seven of Wands can also urge you to embrace resilience and assertiveness. You may be feeling defensive or protective over your emotions, standing firm against doubts and insecurities. This card calls to you to tap into your inner strength and trust yourself to navigate the challenges while staying true to what matters most in your heart. You must stand firm and assert yourself. You may be facing a lot of competition or challenges, but this card encourages you to embrace those obstacles as opportunities for growth. Shift your perspective by viewing conflict not as threats, but as chances to show your strength. Engage in healthy debates at work or defend your ideas with confidence and set clear boundaries in personal relationships. By doing so, you will reinforce your position and cultivate resilience while inspiring others to do the same. All right. I think that went pretty well. Okay, let me go get the next thing going here. Thank you for coming to our first monthly reading. I guess, how do you guys feel? Or do you guys just feel like content and indifferent about it? You're like, oh, it's just the same, you know? It is what it is, you know? Where do I get channel points? Oh, here we go. You feel like you need a gun to protect yourself? I think you'll be okay without doing that. Alright, so drawing a card option from channel points are up now. I would highly recommend not be that drastic. I don't think it's that drastic. Methinks I'll be strong. Yes! Stay strong, Bio Penguin. Stay strong. That anime, like, screenshot with the guys like, stay strong out there. Stay strong. Don't give up. General reading for your chest? Sure thing. Let me write you down. Speaking of anime, are you interested in playing Anagasser? Yes, I'm so interested. Every time I play with Poppy and Polly, I'm like, oh, I could be doing that for my streams, and then I completely forget because I have so many other things to do. You guys want me to like set up Anagasser like after this, after we do some readings? I'll be honest, I might just do readings up to the next hour, so I could probably do like 2 or 3. How about GeoGuessr? Oh my god, Poppy, hi! I could do GeoGuessr too, I don't mind. Hi! You have been summoned. We were just talking about, Chess brought up if I should play Anagasser or GeoGuessr. What was that Food Guesser game? I really like that one too. You like Anagasser, but you're bad when it's not about anime. Scrandle? Scrandle's judging? What? Alright, general reading for you, Chess, is a Six of Swords. Six of Swords is transition, change, rite of passage, release of baggage. Sorry, writing down all of this. I do wonder, because of really getting this card, any updates from whatever you were looking for, or were you waiting for it to be like mid-March or late March or April? I don't remember. Yeah, hopefully now I know you're in the waiting phase again, but hopefully it hasn't been as stressful as the last time you brought it up. So the Six of Swords upright is that you're in a state of transition, leaving behind what was familiar and moving towards the unknown. You might be moving houses, leaving a relationship, changing jobs. This change may be your own or forced upon you, and you may be feeling sad to leave behind what is familiar to you. However, you know this move is essential to your growth and personal development. The sadness over what you've lost or released will soon be replaced by greater mental clarity and renewed acceptance of the change. You will become a better person as a result. Oh yeah, the one with the appointment. Yeah, sorry about that. Has the one with the appointment ever got back to you? Six of Swords invites you to let go of whatever might be holding you back, be it from your past or present circumstances. Instead, gaze ahead to your future and choose the way the most in alignment with your long-term potential. You will need to make tough decisions and compromises along the way, and see it as a rite of passage. Well, the appointment's on May. The wrong month, my bad. Alright. Oha, hello Tahoe. Do not dwell on what gets left behind. Instead, use this as an opportunity for changing your beliefs about yourself and moving away with whom you used to be and towards whom you want to be. That should be the last, though. I just need to wait. I believe in you. Similarly, the Six of Swords asks you to reflect on any emotional or mental baggage you may be carrying as you move from one phase to the next. These swords may be memories, relationships, habits, behaviors, thought patterns, and beliefs that are no longer serving you. Decide what you need to take with you and what you need to leave behind. Alright, hope that was helpful on your reading, bi-weekly reading, right? Once every 2 weeks. But yeah, hi Poppy and Tahoe, how you guys been? Literally just kind of was like talking about myself a bit. Oop, what the? Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god. There we go. I'm getting Anna Guesser ready and seeing like what we can do. We'll probably just do these like once. I have not set this up, so like I feel bad if anything pops up. Okay. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. I don't know what else I can go on from that. But it feels like it is something that you can easily move forward with, and thankfully not a bad thing, because it does sound like positively, like, you know, you're kind of letting go of a lot of stuff that might be like kind of taking a lot of your either time or space, and you're being able to release all of that. Oh, I already made that small announcement. um, I'll make a post about it on Discord. That's kind of where my priority lies for all information at this point. It's nothing too big. Big? It's nothing big. I don't think it's anything big. Don't worry, I'm not graduating. I'm not getting married. According to Chess, who keeps thinking, he keeps bringing up that I'm gonna get married. I'm like, what? Don't know where that info came from. Oh, hello, hi Spirit Juice, hi Virgil. Where I'm doing general readings for people, and I'm also made like a little announcement about how I'm moving forward with streams or even the tarot readings too. So I will make a post about that on Discord so you guys can check that later. Excuse me. Wow. You thought I was a single mother of 3 with 12 grandchildren. It should be there. It says draw a card and it's 16 points. And it does come back every 7 minutes, so it should be back up right now. Yeah. Oh my god, Spirit Juice's first reading? Let's go. That's so exciting. Welcome, welcome. Sorry. Okay. getting my Anna Guesser ready. My Anna Guesser reading. All right. Let's go here. Hello, welcome. So a general reading for Spirit Juice is the Hanged Man. Upside down. Whoa. Wait. Your first reading and you got a major arcana? That's crazy. What does that mean though? Well, Hanged Man reverse is actually I personally see it as like not a bad card. if it was upright, I might be like, ooh, that's stressful. Standing man. The standing man is here. So when it's upright, it means there's delays, resistance, stalling, and indecision. An enemy stand! The stand man! Okay. Oops. Sorry, let me write this down. Okay, the Hanged Man reverse. You did this pose in your dream last night? The guy looks like he's ice skating. He's like, you know. Okay. Upright Hanged Man encourages you to pause for a moment and see things from a different perspective. However, when it's reversed, this card can show you that you need to hit the pause button, but you are resisting it. Instead, you fill your days with tasks and projects, keeping busy and distracting yourself from the actual issues that might need your attention. Your spirit and body are asking you to slow down, but your mind keeps racing. Stop and rest before it's too late. You may already be in a position where everything has been put on hold, much to your frustration. The reversal of the Hanged Man can indicate time when you're getting blocked, stuck, or restricted because other people or other circumstances have left you on a hold. While you feel resistant, it's important that you surrender to what is and let go of your attachment to how things should be. Be in flow with life, even if it's not as you expected, and loosen your grip. If your life has already been on pause for a period, the Hanged Man reverse may come as a positive sign that you can now move forward with a new perspective. You may find these events line up with more ease and flow and you're ready to go again. Hold on. Move forward with new perspective. Okay, there might have been a breakthrough or a stark realization of how you need to do things differently. You're prepared to make those changes and move ahead with a new mindset. In a reading where a relationship is on hold, the Hanged Man reverse suggests that you're content to wait around. You realize that this relationship will evolve, and due to its complexities, you cannot rush it. However, you also do not need to wait forever, and acknowledge that there will be a time where you have to decide that. The Hanged Man reverse can also signal that you're stalling a decision or action. You may think you're waiting until you feel 100% ready, but guess what? You'll probably never get there. So you might have to take the leap and make that decision and do it before the world does it without you. You feel attacked? Oh dear. Well, I don't know what's going on, but be it a major arcana has showed itself to you, I highly recommend giving it a bit of thought. Food for thought or whatever. It's general enough to be true. Alright. Well, glad that helped out, perhaps, or maybe give you some thinkums. At the end of the day, like I always say, cards are really just there for guides or even just having a quick idea of things. It's never really or truly one-to-one on your situation, unless it is, and then, well, that's... Well, that's something for you to think about. I usually give major arcanas a huge, like, I don't know, like a little alert light on it. Just like, hey, you should really think about it, because major arcanas, as they are called, major cards to think about. Oh yeah, I need to turn off that Enfield. I just don't know how. I don't know how to turn off the Enfield like avatars, but whatever. fine. Like also like bombs. Stream Elements has 1-5 from the jump catch game. That is so funny. But yeah, I could do readings as long as you do get the channel points for it. Totally okay if you're not able to. I will still be doing readings for 30 minutes, so I could possibly grab 2, 3, 4 more at this point. So I think the next one is ready to next card is ready to be picked up. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for letting me read for you. A career reading. Ooh, hey. Let's see. Virgil. Job with an asterisk. Oh my god, the job. I do know last time you were having some feelings of I guess it's not like it was like negative, but like, you know, feeling like where's your place in the world or something like that. And been feeling also a bit like, you know, after going through like an event, you had a lot of fun. But yeah, let's see. Things turned out better after weathering it last week. Oh, that's great. That's really great to hear. Alright, a 5 of swords. Oof. What does that mean? Very good question, I tell myself. What does that mean? Oop. Let me write that down. Well, what does that mean via, like, work? 5 of swords. So a quick general reading or an idea is like there's going to be disputes, intimidation, conflict, and stress. You know, that does sound very scary, and I don't blame you. For career-wise, there might be like a defensive attitude, hostility around defensive attitude. There's hostility around the workplace if you're like looking for work. So let me just quick reading about it is that you're probably engaging in a conflict of some nature. There's probably disagreements with others, which tend to be leads to hostility and tension. Right now, it's important to attempt to pick up the pieces of where you left off. There's still a chance to act while the conflict is still fresh. You may feel as everything's against you, and you might also lose some friends along the way. But this is why you need to make a significant decision about your point of view. Like, what's more important to you, a mutual progress or winning the argument? This might require you to stand up to a conflict within yourself too. There might be a conflict at work or considerable amount of hostility in the air. Maybe if you're looking for a job, there's like conflict within like your parents or like family members. There might be like misunderstandings between you and your boss, lack of communication, poor leadership. The 5 of Swords can also signal there's bullying and intimidation. Whether it's up to you or another person, you may be called upon to stand up for yourself or someone else. Do ensure you can handle that matter professionally, and don't be afraid to call on HR if you do need to. I'll be like 50-50 on the HR thing, because I do know at the end of the day that HR ain't your friend, especially if it's a big workplace. Ignore what I just said. Defensive behavior usually creates a cycle of aggression, so be very clear with your own actions and how they affect this environment. Be extra cautious. You might be hard to come to trusting others. Maybe like there's a bit of like the feelings of conflict and tension, like you're grappling with resentment. Might be struggling with feeling defeated or misunderstood if you're looking for a job, or even like in the job that you are in. Like you feel like people are not understanding your situation or where you're coming from. The card does urge you to confront these emotions honestly and reflect on whether you're clinging to past grievances, and if that is really worth the emotional toll it takes on for you as well. This Five of Swords can also let you reassess your current situation, maybe with like job searching or in the job or out of the job, and possibly encouraging you to adopt a new perspective. Reflect on your own motivations in the situation you're in, so you can move forward. What HR? I did not write any of these, but I hope that is helpful. I think you've mentioned a job reading way earlier, but this is a new recent one, so maybe you're like really stressed out. Maybe you did get a job and that's stressed out too. And that's stressing you out too. I mean, that is like the market right now, but I'm also just thinking of editing work I'm doing. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I guess maybe if it's internalized feelings that you have, you need to like not hold yourself too like negative on those. Like you're kind of maybe the work itself is also stressing you out too. Like interpersonal stuff is always the bane of the workplace on top of practices. Yeah. So I feel like this card might be reading quite into that for you. That is tough though. Thank you for letting me do a reading for you. I do hope it does kind of like clear out a bit. Just recognize if you are in a conflicting or confrontational situation. Just like think before you speak. I mean, obviously, but like just kind of like recognize that there might be things you just need to take a step back from, or you have to like work with what you want to. Oh, okay. I see it more of a warning if you're entering a space with a lot of big personalities. Got it. Okay, well, of course, you know yourself best when these readings are done, so I trust in your endeavors as well. Hmm. If anyone wants another reading, I am open for that. Hit me, you want to get hit? Pow, pow, pow! Ah. Knight of Pentacles. Dude, I swear to God, Bosmire, you are constantly getting money-related cards every single time you ask for one, which is kind of crazy. Like, bro, it keeps happening. I'm like, what? Every single time. Yeah, it has been consistent since the beginning of the year, actually. I think I could, like, even go back to, January. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, January, beginning of January was 5 of Cups. So that's not it. Okay, it started in January 12th. You got the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles. And then I think just consistently from there. Yep, look at that, 4 of Pentacles. Take a break in January, and the next one for February was also King of Pentacles. And then, you weren't here for the beginning of February, but that's okay. Still, nonetheless, very consistent in those, readings of the Pentacle cards. Let's see. Pentacle reading. Knight of Pentacle reading. My bad. You have gotten all, like, the face cards of the Pentacle coins in your reading, which is, kind of crazy. So it means reliable, efficient, slow and steady, hardworking, patient, and and committed. Let me write all this down. Alright. Knight of Pentacles is about the daily task and responsibilities that one has to gain through a specific project. Knight has the patience to accomplish all his given duties and is considered by others reliable and committed to his work. You are seen to be trustworthy and reliable. You also fully commit to your assignment and make sure that you complete your work efficiently. The Knight of Pentacles can also represent routine or the kind of general hard work that you go through every day. The meaning of the Knight of Pentacles also advises that the querent should continue to do exactly what he is doing, sticking with the tried and true method. Sometimes going with what has already been done is not necessarily bad. You're very committed to your goals, however far away in the future they may be. It's likely that you'll do anything to achieve them, so prepare to put in the hard work and the blood, sweat, and tears. You have a slow and steady approach and believe that hard work is rewarded. Should you be searching for a job, you'll need to prove your reliability and dedication to a prospective employer. Avoid taking big risks and prefer things that are safer and reliable. Some frugality may be helpful. Right. That was pretty quick, but it sounds like things are going quite well for you. and at least with something money-wise, it's like, hey, things are going fine with that side too. So that's good. Not so good. Sorry. Not so good reading. Oh, it's fine. You're just thinking, okay, I got a little nervous. I was like, uh-oh. Well, at times like these, again, I'm always just like, well, they're just readings. You don't gotta stick to them one to one. Ha 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 ha. And then I'm like, stress out. Well, yeah, I guess it is a thinkums. Like maybe there's something that you feel like it might connect more to than something else. I don't know. You know, I should have done mine about relationships, but it kind of became about that anyways. That's so funny. Alright, so you've been occupied with selling a house, and house has been on market for 4 days, and there's been 20 showings. Wow. That's crazy. Is that good? Does that mean your house is getting sold? Or is it like you're still a little nervous about it? It's a lot, just waiting to hear the offers. Yeah, that makes sense. You do have like if all 20 people just started being like, here's what I want the house for, and you're like, oh Jesus Christ, you know. But yeah, that does sound pretty stressful. Oh, from what the card is saying, it does say to be patient about that. Like it'll take time. Don't go with like what you just feel like is like the immediate correct answer. Maybe if you do care, you can maybe like see like each person's like background and if they're able to like pay you, or if okay, so I know nothing about how housing and buying a house works. I am not of that person's biopic when it's like, now I gotta see this house. Now I gotta see this house, you know. Is it on the World of Warcraft Zillow? What? Hi, Poppy! General reading, of course. Don't mind me. Humming weird. Alright, Poppy reading. I think I can do one more reading after this, and I'm gonna close it. Gen reading. Praying for the tower? You're Exodia? What? You're so crazy. You're so funny, Poppy. I love your positivity and energy just from that alone. You're like, I need this so bad, you don't understand. Like, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think you need this. Yeah, let's see what you get. I got scared. I was like, no way, the tower. Oh my god, Exodia emo, what the heck? That's so funny. Alright. You got the King of Pentacles. Reverse. I do remember you were talking about, like last time we spoke, it was something about making sure like your money would be safe. I think that was like the last thing you had a reading on. Let me see. Oh no, it was second guessing opportunities or practice planning. Be careful with your spending. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. So the next one now, the King of Pentacles, reverse, which does have something related to money. What the hell? That's so funny. So King of Pentacles reverse means materialistic, wasteful, poor financial decisions, gambling, and possessive. This sounds like nothing of Poppy, but maybe there's something you might get from this. I don't know. Or like be warned of these sorts of things. Oh no! This is not saying you should start gambling. Oh my god, do not. Okay, when reversed, the King of Pentacles falls from his throne. Once the king of a prosperous kingdom, it has now been taken away from him. He may have been too indulgent, he may have gambled too far and outstretched himself, he may have sought shortcuts which led him to ruins. He may have become too focused on material goods and only understanding the cost of things but never its value. The King of Pentacles reverse may also signify that your definition of success and happiness is not only determined by outer appearance but by the true value that security and stability can bring to you. Time for you to cultivate a more holistic attitude to the material world and find authentic happiness. Card might also mean that someone dear to you is currently facing issues due to matters considering his or her career. The King of Pentacles appearance in a reading may indicate some sort of material loss or a loss in reputation. Beware that you not replicate these mistakes. No, don't do this to Poppy, guys. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Maybe there's a lot of instability when it comes to work. So maybe at work there's someone who discourages you or makes you feel insecure. There might be a financial loss. You might be also be stingy with your money. I don't know. You know, the fact that you're going on a trip soon and gonna have a good time, this is how I'm reading the card. All these devils, it's devils, like with a plural, like devils on the shoulder. Like, how I'm seeing this is that the card is trying to tell you to be mindful of your spending, because it might be a lot of excessive spending, especially the trip that you have planned is like something you've planned for a very long time. So it's probably telling you like, hey, be careful, you'll be like, just beware of how much of the money you spend. No! Oh my god. Waffy stickers are huge. Oh my goodness. So So yeah, like something like that might be like what it's saying. It's how I'm personally reading it. I don't know like what else it could be for other folks, you know? Or like for you specifically, Poppy, things like that. I keep going those you keep getting careful with your money cards. You're scared? You're like, I wanted the other ones. Oh no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make these really stressful. Yeah, you have been getting those cards where just like you gotta be careful with your money though. That is a little like annoying in a way, you know, where you're just like, but I am careful. It's like, but be more careful. You're like, what more careful do I have to be about cards? About them cards? Ah, you know, something like that. All right. You know, I'm actually going to just close the drawing cards here, and then oh okay, yeah, no, yeah. no, it's fine. I'll draw your card, Neru. It's no, it's fine. I was like jokingly thinking, I was like, I bet someone is gonna like do a reading right before I turn it, like I close it. Did you want a general reading? Is that what you looking for, or something else? Let me see. Art reading. Oh, okay. That's cool and interesting. So something that's art focused. And you'll receive... Confused on where you should go with your art. An Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. You're just like watching as the timer goes down, and you're like, no. Ace of Coins. Upright. We've been getting a lot of Pentacles readings this time, so I'm a little like, oh, okay, so we're all talking about money right now, huh? Alright, so the Ace of Pentacles does mean that there's gonna be new opportunities, prosperity, maybe like you're manifesting a new style or something. So let me write this down. Or maybe, you know, perhaps getting commissions in, since the Pentacles are coin cards, which are kind of more heavily on like the monetary or material side of things. Maybe finding new resources to study upon. Thank you for the reading. I will be mindful to not spend all the money on UFO catchers. I will be buying all the stationery and books though. Sorry, I was gonna say, if there's anything you want in a UFO catcher, I highly recommend to just buy it off a second-hand store. I highly recommend that. And if you are gonna just enjoy UFO catchers, I also highly recommend going to like Sega's, or like, are there still Segas around? I'm sure there is. Or like the Titan shops, because like people already like want it, and they probably got it at a higher price than they want it for, and then you're gonna be paying it at a very likely or cheaper price than you would have gotten it for, is all I'm gonna say. I highly love secondhand shops for these things, and they're not like used or whatever. It's just like they got it, it touched their hand, and they're like, oh, and here you go to a secondhand shop, you know. But yeah, I love. Okay, when I went into a stationery and bookstore in Japan, I I went oh, it was crazy. I went to an art store in Ginza once, and I was so like, I can't take all of this home. I was so sad. But yeah, okay, so the Ace of Pentacles, when it's drawn, means that you're indicative to have, um, well, the ace in the tarots are all indicative of new beginnings. So when you get any of them, that means that you're a point in your life where a new cycle is beginning. Suit of Pentacles does primarily mean about material things, um, which is what I said earlier. This could also mean like a new career or taking a new adventure or start of putting more care into your health, some things like that. The Ace of Pentacles assures that what is to come will bring great abundance and opportunity for you. The Ace of Pentacles indicates a seed is being planted and your feelings of security and stability. Like the seed, you need to be able to nurture it, invest energy, times, or even funds into it. Prosperity is coming your way. Psychologically prepare for opportunities for that may be appearing. You might be getting like a new work business opportunity, or you're investing in the future. This kind of mindset can mean we become open to trying new things and not sticking to old. So honestly, this card, even though you did say you're kind of like stuck on where you want to go or do or whatever, it does kind of open up to say like, you know what, go for it. Like try out something new. Like if you just see like a style you want to, like you're like, oh, I like this style a lot, you know, you just say like, just like do a facsimile of it and then like study up the art style and maybe you can like learn something from that, you know. So, and then maybe there's like different resources for like art, like maybe you can watch videos of how people do like imitations of like a style and you're like, oh wait, like I really want to learn how to color like this but I don't know how, things like that. Yeah, if anything, I think this is a wonderful card for you, especially when you said that like you're confused with where your art should be. This card is telling you like, hey, well, sometimes you just gotta find it, you know. You gotta plant the seed of like what you're looking for and then go from there, you know.